Hello and welcome. My name's Katrina, and thank you for joining me on my 3 cents over there. All right. All right. Today is January 26th, and we made it to the end of the week. Congratulations. Give yourself a big thumbs up or big up, whatever. All right. I was in the Army basic training a long time ago. And for those of us who made it through basic training, they usually refer to the first week as Hell Week. So, did you make it? Congratulations. Breathe in, breathe out. Got a couple of scrapes, couple of bruises. Your body's all sore. That's all right. I would want to say it gets better, but I'm a little nervous. this first week was rough for a lot of us. So, anywho, we gonna be all right, okay? Yeah, we gonna be all right. Anyways, when I was coming up with concepts for my channel, one of the things I decided I wanted to do was at the end of the month, I wanted to come up with a word of the month to kind of summarize what I thought the month meant to me, what was maybe going on in the world. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because I was so fascinated with how everyone was so taken away and fascinated by the simple word demure last year. Like, really? A word got y'all in a chokehold? Like, it seemed like there was so many people who had such a limited vocabulary, and it was just like, okay, that was crazy to me. So, anyways, I thought for me and my channel, again, I wanted to go ahead and maybe introduce a new word to some people's vocabulary. So here we go. Today, January 26th, the word for the week, and boy, this is definitely the right word for this week. Quandary. We find ourselves today, at the end of this week, in a quandary. Whew. Anyways, so the definition of quandary is a state of perplexity or uncertainty over what to do in a difficult situation. Another way of stating that is a situation or circumstance that presents a problem that is difficult to solve. A lay way of saying it, or layman's term, a layman's way of saying it, is we're in a rock in a hard place. All right, so that's kind of, for me anyways, I feel like that's the best way to kind of summarize what's going on in the last 48, 72 hours. Whew. With DEI and everything related to, I was going to say 45, but technically he's 47 now, so that guy. President Trump. Anywho, so we are here. It looks like there's been a bunch of companies that are saying, you know what, we don't need that DEI, stuff anymore. And that's okay. It is what it is because, hey, it is what it is, right? Y'all voted, right? This is what y'all wanted, right? Here's the thing that is really interesting. Do y'all know that DEI does not only affect Black people? I don't think a lot of people knew that because they're kind of finding that out, or they will be finding that out in the months to come. But I digress. I'll move forward. But in the last 72 hours, we've been hit with a slew of different stores, primarily Target, who has come on the block saying, that they're going to roll back their programs that were targeted towards minorities, hiring, and their initiatives for getting in or bringing in more minority-based entrepreneurs and businesses into their stores and things like that. And it really took a lot of people by surprise because it's like, yo, wait a minute, hold up. Y'all just rolled out, or we just saw, all of these things that are starting to roll out in the store, the whole Black History Month collectives that are going in the stores now. Tabitha Brown just rolled out some new cookware, some new stationery, and it's just like, wait a minute, hold up, Target. You've been riding with the Black community, if you will, for a while. what's going on? What's the change? And we definitely find ourselves in a quandary. What to do? What to do? And prior to, well, I think a lot of people, when they first kind of saw Target on the list, their initial thought was, deuces, all right, peace out. You're not getting my money. Until other people, and mainly Miss Tabitha Brown, kind of spoke up like, I understand if y'all want to boycott or, stop messing with Target, but please understand that hurts black businesses. Again, a quandary was presented. Because by not rocking with Target, by not spending your money at Target, you are going to be affecting those black businesses, um, those black designers that are on those shelves, those hair products that are there in Target, so beautifully lined, those beauty products that are there in Target. If they're not getting those sales, they're no longer going to be on those stores, in those stores, and that's going to affect them greater in the long run.
If you've made it this far, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. While you're here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks again. It's Katrina with Just My 3 Cents.
Hello there. Y'all all right? I know. It has been a tough week, right? And baby, it's been a tough 2025 and we are still in January. But I know many of you are asking and have asked and sent me messages about the recent DEI announcements at Target as well. And as disheartening as it is for me, I'm not the only one affected by this, right? It's for everyone who is a woman-owned business, minority-owned businesses, Black-owned businesses. It's for so many of us who work so very hard to be placed into retail, to finally be seen and approved for retail, because contrary to whatever the world might tell you, it has been very hard for Black-owned businesses to hit shelves, right? Which is why it's such a big deal when we do finally land inside of retail. So it is definitely heartbreaking to feel unsupported, right? However, I am in business in multiple ways, with Target, with Walmart, and Amazon, right? I sell Donna's Recipe, my hair care products, right, are on Amazon. They're also in Target. And of course, I have a huge partnership with Target. I sell my seasonings at Walmart. I do business all over, just like many other people. And what I can tell you is, if we all decide to boycott and be like, no, we're not spending no money at these organizations, listen, I get it. And if that's how you feel, honey, I 1000% get it. But so many of us will be affected, and our sales will drop. Our business will be hurt. And if any of you know business, it doesn't just happen overnight where you can just go take all your stuff and pull it off the shelves. There's a process. And then you got to, like, where you going to put it? You got to have a place to store it. That's money, right? You got to have another place to sell it, which is almost impossible sometimes. And even if you sell online, it's a process when it comes to business. And everyone does not have the funds or the means or the availability, the space to house their own products, right? But the thing that concerns me the most, and I want you to hear me and hear me well, If we all decide to stop supporting said businesses and say, I can't buy nothing from there, even the businesses who were affected by the DEI ban, right? What that does is you take all our sales and they dwindle down. And then those companies get to say, oh, your products are not performing. And they can remove them from the shelves and then put their preferred businesses on the shelves. And then what happens to all the businesses who've worked so hard to get where they are? Then what happens, right?
And we all know this to be true. Well, and I mean, even if you're not a business owner, you have to know that it's harder for Black business owners to get into stores, and you got to know that to get into major branded stores, major chain stores, that's got to be the ultimate goal. That's got to be the ultimate, like, hell yeah, we made it. And for them to have made it, and then these stores to be like, oh well, yeah, you made it, but now we're changing our direction. That's got to be the ultimate gut punch. So yes, I understand a lot of people's initial thoughts of like, all right, Deuce's Target, I'm not working with you. I'm not spending my money with you. But then you also have to understand people like Miss Tabitha Brown and other people that are working, that have their products there in the store. Like, wait a minute, hold up. Don't completely boycott Target, because if you boycott Target, you also are boycotting me and mine. And again, as a person who says you want to support Black businesses, we now are left with that quandary, that rock and a hard place, what to do. But here's the thing that is very important for everyone to understand, which is really effed up. Unfortunately, whoever it is that created this narrative, DEI does not only equal Black. And that's the BS part about it. Because as the media and the whomevers are out there just presenting it as, oh, it's only these Black businesses, these Black entrepreneurs that are going to be affected. I don't know when the last time y'all been in Target, but there are other, brands there in Target that have definitely come up because of DEI. Like, I was just in Target this morning on purpose doing a little recon, if you will. And when I walked in, kind of after you pass kind of the Black History Month collection, if you will, they had this new little yoga brand. I don't do no yoga. My knees are shot. Ugh. Anyways, they have this little yoga kind of stand or whatever. Got the mats, got the little weights, got the water bottle, everything. Asian woman part of DEI. Don't she know she's on the chop? Or does DEI just mean Black? Okay, proceed through the store. Kendra Scott is in our Target. Isn't that part of DEI? Woman? Don't she know she's on the chop? Or does DEI just mean Black? Okay, proceed through the store. Home decor. Hearth and Home. Joanna Gaines. Minority woman. DEI. So it's just like, or does DEI just mean Black? So, for all of you companies that are out there talking about, I'm going to roll back DEI, we're going to need you to man up, grow some, and spell it out fully. Does DEI only mean Black to y'all? Because if it does, okay, then you're right. Those Black business people or entrepreneurs or sellers that are in those stores, you're right. They can continue to voice their concern. But it's a little quiet over there from some of these other people. And are they quiet because they don't think they're affected? Are they quiet because they believe DEI doesn't affect, mean them? Are they quiet because they too only believe that DEI equals black? Is there something that y'all know that other people don't know? That because that's effed up. If that's effed up. Because there's a lot of places where DEI has benefited other people, but all of a sudden when it comes to firing folks, oh, now it just means black. But when it's hiring folks, a lot of people benefit from it. But when it's time to fire folks, it means black. Come on now. Really? Anyways, like, let's just do better. Let's do better. Let's just do better. Come on now. However, I just want to kind of just say to those, I just want to bring something to light also. It does look like whatever we were doing shortly after the election or whenever it kind of took hold, it was working. And what I mean by that is, I don't know if I know that CBS, I know that CNN and MSNBC had reported recently that their viewership numbers had dwindled, like significantly. I know CNN just did a massive layoff, maybe not massive, but a large layoff of people because they were saying their viewership numbers had dwindled. Same with MSNBC, because their viewership numbers had gone down. So, since the election, and that was largely due in part to a large collective, mainly the 92%. I don't even have my hat on. I don't know why I'm pointing up there, but the 92% and others stating that, you know what, we're out, we're done, we did our part, we're done. So because we took that stance, we made that statement, we removed ourselves from said platforms, other people felt that pinch. They felt that withdrawal. So I would remind people, stand fast. Know your worth, because it was hurting. It was being felt. It was hurting said companies. And maybe, I'm not saying they were the target, but at the same time too, it was working. Numbers were showing up saying, oh, there's a large portion of people missing. What happened? Oh, there's people making their voices heard by not showing up, if you will. So don't let them draw us in with BS. And unfortunately, that's what this moment seems like, is that they're trying to draw us in with BS. Yes, it's real BS. We are found in a quandary, a moral quandary. Do we say, F that, yo, let's be loud, let's rah, flip tables and yell all over the internet, all over the newscast, all over that, and let them know that this is some BS, whatever. But at the same time, too, we're feeding back to the beast when we were supposed to be removing ourselves from the situation. That was only week 1. I don't know how many weeks there are left in these 4 years. Or, remember, during the week, somebody over there in the house had just tried to say, no, we need another 4 years. Yeah, so if you think they're not trying to extend this hell week to be a hell, 8 years? Ooh, don't, boy. Anywho, if this last week wasn't telling of what's to come, hold the line. But most importantly, stand fast. Stick to your guns. Stick to what makes sense to you. Support those black businesses. Unfortunately, that may mean going into Target, bypassing all the other all the other stuff, buying black, getting the hell out. That's what that may mean. Going to Walmart, buying black, getting out. That's what that may mean. I don't have all the answers. I have none of that. None of that. I have just my 3 cents. I'm not even pointing in the right direction. That's how wrong I may be. Okay? I just know that unfortunately, until we're able to have real ownership, which that in itself is a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. We as Black Americans are a very unique bunch because we were robbed of a real hub for ownership. And again, topic for another day. I do not feel like going into that right now. But just know our value, know our worth. When we decide to stand collectively together, our voices are heard. Again, we did decide to be quiet and to stop watching said networks. They noticed we weren't there. Their numbers started to dwindle. We need to do that. So if we do decide that Target ain't the way, they'll feel it. They'll come crawling back. If we decide we only buy black at Target, they'll feel it because all those other things at Target will start to be like, hey, wait, what's going on? They'll see only those numbers spike while everything else is either going down or staying the same. So just purchase, use your buying power with intention. It is the moral here. Use it with intention. Just be smart about it. Don't play into their hands. That's the biggest thing. Make sure that we're doing the right things for us. We're doing the right things for us as a collective, and we're not endangering ourselves. Yes, we are in a quandary, but this is not too difficult for us to solve. Guess what? Our ancestors got us here. We are going to be our next generation's ancestors, and we're going to propel them even further. That is the mission, to propel them even further, not set them back, to propel them even further. So we do need to start thinking of what we're going to do collectively to make sure that we propel the next generation further. Okay? With that being said, Target, you effed up. Hopefully, actually, I want y'all to find out. Yeah, we actually need y'all to find out. We need all of y'all to find out. Actually, yes, you effed up. You will find out, because that's the nature of things. Usually when, you F up, you find out. We need y'all to find out that we're not just a bunch of buying up things and we don't have a brain. We have a brain. We understand what our money is worth. We understand our worth. We need to better understand our worth. And hopefully this is a lesson for us. I hope it's more of a lesson for us than it is for y'all. More so us. That we need to understand our worth even more. So, also too, there was another lady that I'm going to link her channel, but I think she said it way more eloquently than I have. Again, I am brand new to this, so she said it way more eloquently and a lot more, I won't say radical, but a lot more, you said it better than me. Her channel is RANDI B. Like I said, I'm going to link it in the description there, but again, DEI is not supposed to only mean black, but for some reason, when it comes to hiring, it means everybody. But for firing, it's only starting to mean black. And that's effed up. But y'all gonna find out. Y'all gonna find out. Y'all gonna find out. And with that being said, y'all have a blessed day. Hey, stand strong, stay strong, breathe in, breathe out, exhale. We're gonna be alright. Okay, we're gonna be alright. We got this. It's gonna be a long 4 years, and it better only be 4 years. But we're gonna be alright. We got this. Just let's band together. That's what we can do. Just band together. Okay? Alright, so thank you so much for watching. My name again is Katrina. You all have a great day. Just my 3 cents. Bye.